give you an idea of what it is, just a book, a pristine, white positive, and Christian free library exchange. The people of the neighborhood, they can drop off a book and they can borrow a book. And the cool thing is, my friend who lives there, it's his house. Even when he rather if he's there or when even when he's not there, his wife is there. So whenever someone drops it off, it's not in there for long before they look at it so they can read and confirm that it's good to be safe to put it in there because it's for the neighborhood. I don't want to put anything anti-white,
right,
or pornographic in there. Which and to trace back to start the story again really briefly. If you guys want to look at to see what the opposite of this is, what's already in most towns, most neighborhoods and parks right now is the exact same thing. The boxes look different. Sometimes it's a mailbox. The containers always varies, but the exact same thing I explained, but only anti-white, which they say right on their website, only for authors of color or LGBT ones, and the very organization who they work with, they even post a link to show you their definition of authors of color, and it literally just says on the definition, anyone who's not white.
Wow.
Or an author who's not white. And they say like that in their own words. And or it's like they'll, books talking about kids transitioning or other biospirits and cultures, anything that doesn't project our biospirit in a positive light, and usually just other races. And sometimes there's some, and they're pretty much all rather anti-white, or books that even if they have potential will not be anti-white, just the context of why it's there to replace it, or it's not replace, sorry for saying that's an MP, erase ours. But this is the same concept, but instead of an anti-white one where we don't discriminate against Western times, we do discriminate against anything that's anti-white. So
amen.
I have no problem saying that. That's not discrimination, because any race of person, religion, background, ideology could be anti-white or white positive. So this is just any book that's rather patriotic towards America, that's white positive, and or the Bible or Christian literature or white positive literature. You see one of the books in there you can get on White People's Press, even you saw it.
Oh yeah,
you could see in that one of those pics. A People's Called America. That's a good one. You guys can get that at whitepeoplespress.com. Even those in this Maitland neighborhood who don't know what that is, well, now potentially some of them will, and as well as No White Guilt and the other books in there. I also have, I mentioned before, the Epoch Times, which is a magazine, which I stopped getting a subscription. I wouldn't say they're pristine, but they're patriotic from what I've seen and different stuff. But that got ruined by the rain before we fixed this and lifted it up and made it a little more rainproof. See how perfectly the sidewalk intersects. We placed it right perfectly where it's not on the sidewalk, it's on his property, but it intersects, so it feels like anyone on the sidewalk could put something in and out. But yeah, I'm sorry, continue.
No, I was gonna say it looks magnificent. I would like to get some 07s. I'm saluting you, brother. Some raucous emojis for White Wellbeing Advocate. This is just awesome. I mean, this is taking the initiative. It's putting good things out there that can empower people, not things that are out there to insult or offend or shock, horrify normal folks. Stuff that's going to empower people. And they've done this. He's done this, folks, and whoever helped it of their own volition. They wanted this little library to be out there. There are similar things out there done by anti-whites. They fill these things with hatred of Western kind. And something like this is the perfect rebuttal, something that undoes anti-whiteism And well done, man. That's cool. And glad to see that you got it waterproof and you got this clear door on the front so people can see the books are inside and they know what this means down, in that neighborhood, in that area. They know what this means. They see this kind of thing. They can take out a book. So I'm really excited about this. And thank you so much for this service. Yeah, we're taking a look at it. We see the shingles, I guess, that are on the back. Very proud of you, man. Well done. Are you able to hear me, or are we having a connection issue?
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. And what's even better is it turned out even better. Remember, I told you guys how none of my representatives, I hit or called them up, all my county, state, all these different sections of Florida, all my representatives I could try to get a hold of. This is a better outcome than if we got them to remove the anti-white library with okay, we're just going to place our own. And this looks actually better than rather than just getting theirs removed, we're posting ours up and try to remove ours. And my friend, he's not totally going free. He's reading the book, practicing a little, and picking up on dialectics as well. And he's not, as the same degree as me going free, but he's down with the cause for sure. With everything about it, against anything that's anti-white, and he still sees things a little anti-Christian. And I talk with him and try, but he'll definitely he's someone who I could say this would push against any BS city ordinance and reason of oh, you're gonna have to remove this. This is a better example than trying to get any representatives to get the other one moved.
Right.
I think it makes us look better, certainly for now. And I think even if we were to still call your representatives, get anything anti-white out your neighborhood, but and if just at least set the precedent that you didn't just sit there and let them figuratively slap you in the face.
Yeah.
Or at least defended yourself, or at least if you lose, you go down. For the men, I'd say like a men.
Yeah.
For women, I would say like a mother would.
Yeah.
A protected mother. But anyways. Oh yeah, and you can go to the pic where you signed Crucible. Oh, I don't know if the copy of Go Free was one of the ones you signed. I should have took it. I should have took a picture of that.
Well, yeah, we got Crucible.
At least one of the ones you signed. Yeah, you see that. You could read that out loud. That you're writing.
Oh, actually, I'm a little too. I'm trying to see it on the previewer for everybody, and I need my glasses.
I can't quote it to that at the top of my head if I was looking at it.
Well, I can see that I wrote "Be the Hero in Our Story."
Yeah,
from
the city of Maitland. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's the Maitland.
Thank you, and I've.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my family. Again, more of my family who I've been talking to is sharing with this. Proud of what I'm doing, and while she's talking about and I bring this up and show this too as an example of what I'm doing. I'm one example, we're actually doing something, and when I show them this too, they seem to take me bringing up the practice and how it's helped a lot more seriously, because it's not just talk.
Right.
Me just giving off untangible examples. Well, I give tangible examples to them too. I tell people how these goes down, but conversations with people. But yeah, we have a lot of success, and you guys, this is another thing too with my GFC that you guys should join. This is something we can do too. So even if you're just I don't want to leave reviews or whatever the reason is, I haven't joined. I can help you guys, show you the process of doing something like this in this. So we, little projects like this, like, and this is what I mean to any institution, not just companies. Like some companies, the best approach is online, and other companies, like you see, if you have one of these anti-white, literally called the Little Free Library or littlefreelibrary.com or .org or something, the anti-white version, in your neighborhood or a park in your neighborhood or somewhere, join my GFC, and I will help you. I can even help you, like Yiz the Eunuch helped me in showing process of reaching your representatives too. We'll make us aware to them, help you try to get that removed. Even if you fail, I'll show you how to, at least at the bare minimum, be assertive about it. And, and also if you could get through them, how the closest you could. And it's competitiveness, but also where even it then show you how to figure out how to set this up here. And you don't have to build a wooden thing. You don't have to have like a wood shop thing. Now we built this, but anyway, like you can be creative what you put it in. But anyways, brother, yeah, I appreciate everything. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put more business cards in there, and I was gonna, School of the West. And I'm saying this out to you. I'm gonna probably, if we've talked about this in the past before, I'm gonna rather pamphlets or business cards. Now that I have it set up, now I can get back onto trying to advertise some type of piece of paper or something for School of the West, because it's perfect, because it's a library.
Yeah, that is perfect, man. I'm so proud of you and the work you're doing there. You're down in Florida, so anybody interested, I guess, in meeting in person, I should say, and you're somewhere near there, you could do that, I guess. But you could also do this just virtually. You could join this GFC, I guess, be anywhere, and White Wellbeing Advocate will tell you what you got to do to be able to make one of these things. And I think we have Maiden DE is here. I think she was saying, great to see you, by the way. And I think she was talking about this little library, saying that.
You said great to see you?
Yeah, saying that it's adorable. It really is. I mean, this is kids. I mean, you could imagine a mother, father taking the little boy, little girl that go on a walk, and they come across this. It'd be the funnest thing to be able to pop that open and grab a book, take home, read that to the kids, and then when they're done, they allow the child to go back there and drop the book back in the library. I mean, that's really cool, and I really appreciate you doing this so much, man. Thank you so much for all your service to White Wellbeing. Really a shining star. And anything else you want to share before we let you go today?
Who said great to see you?
Oh, I was Maiden DE. I think she was saying that the library was adorable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I can show you guys too how to do. Oh, and the state calling, that's fun for me. I used to do telemarketing, so I love trying with anytime, like any phone contacts especially. And I could, if you guys want to join my GFC and you want me to help you do that too, how to call. It's going to vary, like the different departments and kinds of representatives. Some at the county, district, whatever. But try to reach your state representative through email and phone. And if they have phone contacts, maybe you can hear me like on a live call, and I'll demonstrate how I just figuratively just tickle them, and I make them. Right, they usually always back down, but I've got them to back down and rather apologize, half-ass, part of my language, halfway, but then try to take it back, and they just, but I'm getting better at that. But anyways, yeah, guys, well, I love you guys. We'll update, the time, add more. But, oh yeah, if you guys, even if you don't live over there, guys, you can send me book suggestions and stuff like that too. Just remember, it has to be appropriate for kids, so it can be like in the neighborhood like that, openly and for the open, Doesn't ha- or it does. It has to be appropriate for kids. It doesn't have to. That doesn't mean it has to just be for kids. It can be a book that adults level of reading and stuff. I think so. It doesn't have to be dumbed down either. But especially if it's for kids, but White People's Press is great for that. And Jason's, knowwhiteguilt.org. Yeah, you're definitely an awesome author for sure as well. So I mean, those are my suggestions of books, and it could be, yeah, it doesn't have to be like that, like a hard book too. Like I said, I put the Epoch Times in there, like stuff that you find in a library if it was a white positive library or a Christian library, which to me is one and the same if it's not preferred to be Christian, if that makes sense.
Well, maybe the next time or the time after that we have you on, we could get an update on the little library and what you're doing with it. But this is glorious, and thank you so much, brother.
Right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining, just being part of the community and being white positive. And Jason, I appreciate you writing some of those books in there, and I appreciate you also, helping putting me in the right direction, doing something like that's positive, and even all my other goals too. I knew him in a much better manner. Yeah, and I just want to, thank you for that.
That is
and
awesome.
Thank you for inspiring me for all of this.
That is fantastic. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Big Promethean hails to you, and you can call back anytime, man.
Thank you. Promethean hails.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. All right.
Wow. Wasn't that awesome? And now we know when somebody has pictures like that, I can share them like this, and there's no malfunction. Works beautifully. So that worked out just fine. What a great little library, little idea. I have this vision right now of like I'm going to call Mr. V is up next. If you want to have a call, we don't have a lot more time, so make sure you get it in. Mr. V is next. Get it in that you would like a call, and I'll call you. But I got this vision of a dad walking with a son or daughter or both, like little ones, and brings them up. And I could see the kids getting all excited, squatting down, opening the little door. And I want you to read me this one. I want you to, isn't that great? Man, that's beautiful. That's what you'll stand up and defend.